November. November is often that one month that's associated with a lot of things. For instance, you've got elections, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and National Hug a Bear Day. Are are y'all okay?
No!
Same, bro. Same. Anyways, as you can see, there are a lot of sales going on during this time of the month simply because it's the holiday season. And today we'll be focusing on the most violent holiday that really isn't a holiday that there is. And that is... Okay, now in the past, it's been known as the day all stores across all nations become legendary battlegrounds, where families would duke it out for several different items that are on sale at ridiculous prices. Usually hours after being thankful for the things and people around them, aka Thanksgiving. Now, although I haven't gone Black Friday shopping in years, the one time I did go, it sure made for an interesting story. So this is a story about my first and only Black Friday shopping experience.
お前だろボケ
This story takes place back in 2011, somewhere around the freshman year of high school during Thanksgiving break. As usual, my parents were looking forward to Black Friday and marking the sales they had in mind, while stuffing my face with mashed potatoes and pumpkin pie, and of course watching the Dallas game.
Your season's over, by the way.
I know. My pops couldn't go for some reason, and my mom, of course, was looking for a helping hand. And being the good loving son that I am, I, of course, offered my services, thinking I'd just be the muscle she needs to get anything and anywhere she wanted to go. Now, it's important to note that I had only heard stories or seen a few videos of what Black Friday was and how people acted. The usual stampede of people waiting outside for hours, fighting over TVs, the usual kind of stuff. But even then, nothing could have prepared me for what I was about to get myself into. So, fast forward a few hours later, she wakes me up at midnight to get a decent start on the long night ahead. Our first venture for the night was Target, as it had a lot of good deals and would make for a lot of great gifts. As we pull into the parking lot, there was already a line outside, and immediately the fear begins to set in as I can see how serious some of these people are about these types of deals. So, in order to mentally prepare myself, I quickly listened to Stronger by Kanye,
Faster, stronger.
thinking it hyped me up like some next level never back down scenario or something like that. Shippuden hadn't finished at that point, otherwise I would have listened to this banger of a speech over and over again. While waiting in line, my mom began chatting with a few other people, and at first it was just normal chatter about whatever adults talked about. But after a while, she began to strategize with these total different strangers about how they were going to get everything that they wanted on their lists. The plan was our newly acquired allies would work both the toy aisle and kitchenware, while my mom and I were to take on the electronics, as we knew this department would be flooded with people. And after waiting some, the brave Target employees opened the store doors, and in a matter of seconds, an entire army of people charged in. Families pushing families, kids fighting kids, mothers eating children, dads arguing with dads, just a colossal mess that placed second to Rohan's great charge. I was in such a shock that my mom had to grab and pull me with her to move with the crowd. Normally, that wouldn't happen, but given the circumstances, I'm sure seeing everything firsthand really threw me for a loop. But once I got in the store and took another good look at it, I am not kidding when I say that this scene was straight out of a movie. And it was hilarious. Because what you think could happen was happening. I know earlier I said it was a chaotic mess of a stampede, but this was nothing compared to that. And the best way I can summarize how it was, take the riots that happened earlier this year in front of that Target, and boom, you have Black Friday through my eyes. But less violent. And that's when our quest to find the electronics we wanted had begun. We kind of made it without any problems really, mainly because the stuff we wanted wasn't actually on sale quite yet. Apparently, the store tried to control the madness and issued tickets to the first 50 people to get whatever item they wanted. It's pretty smart on paper, but in all reality, it was pretty much people hogging tickets and accusing one another of stealing them. I know this because I did this firsthand. Thankfully, I was able to get a few because of my, wicked charm.
This man has no charm. You.
We ended up getting our items and heading back for the checkout line. Of course, people were still fighting because
This is America.
we get in line and meet up with the people who we formed an alliance with, exchange our items, and we were off. But at the very last minute, my mother realized she had forgotten something. Something so drastic, so vital, that all of Christmas was depending on it. And with pain and sorrow in her eyes, she looked down upon me as if she was the Hokage herself, sending me on a mission that could potentially cost my life for the sake of the villain.
No enemy!
And she said, "Oh shit, we forgot a toy for your sister. Can you go get it?" It sounded a lot cooler in my head. But anyways, and so I had my mission. And with that assigned to me, I was determined to bring back a toy for my little sister, as I knew the fate of someone's happiness and the joy of Christmas was at stake. And so I set off and booked it to the toy aisle, zipping past the chaos only to find the last one on the shelf, all in its glory. I ran for it, and as I reached up to grab it, I felt another presence. A hand from the depths of hell reached up and grabbed the same toy I was reaching for. I stared down at my opponent and saw that it was none other than another child. Well, not so much a child, more like a teen/child kind of thing. That weird age in between, I don't know. Anyways, the kid took it and gave me like a little smirky face as if he had, taken my girl and flaunted his business all in my face. So I punched him. Full on one-man punch, inner Saitama awakened. The kid dropped and so did the toy, and basically, I booked it out of there.
Deja vu!
His parents or someone yelled. They didn't chase me, or at least I don't think they did. They could have tried, but then again, the inside of the store looked like this. I didn't even bother to check if the kid was okay. I know it was wrong, and I should have just let him have the toy. He had it first, but he gave me the smirk. I couldn't take that disrespect, and had it not been for that, I probably would have reported back that the toy was sold out. But hashtag them kids. Anyways, that's the story of my first Black Friday shopping experience. Then how I punched someone for a toy just so I could have a Merry Christmas. Wow, reading this now makes me feel even more like an asshole. Oh well, I hope the kid is living life to the best, having a great Thanksgiving. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later. I did see the kid with his family as we were leaving the parking lot, so he was fine, just FYI. Yeah.